What's going on,
What's up, everybody?
We are back. Season 2, episode 2. That's double 2. That's got to be a good thing. My name is Nick Valley.
I'm Jonah Dockenai. And we're Rev Rock Revolution!
Rev Rock Revolution! All right, Jonah, we're back. We are back.
We are back, baby.
When I say we are back, I mean, people don't even know what I mean by we are back. We are back. I feel like we're back in action. You know what I'm saying?
We're back. 120%.
Yeah. 122%. These are the Jonah, you have to start
222%.
Yeah. Exactly. That's another inside joke for the show. I'm not even going to ask you how your week was. I know how your week went. I know it was great. I know what you were up to, but the audience doesn't have a fucking clue the level of proportions that you've been through this week. So I gotta hear all about the great shit that you've been doing this week.
The last week was freaking all over the place. I've been busy like crazy with like learning things and stuff. I'm sure Nick will talk about something because we were doing a class last week as well. But super big highlight. I had one of the best weekends of my entire life.
Let's fucking go!
Yeah, we had 2 gigs, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday's gig, we played with 2 bands we're really good friends with, Velasso and X-Vamin. X-Vamin I've talked about on the show a few times.
X-Vamin is a favorite on Rev Rock Revolution.
Yeah, I freaking love
I feel like we need to
guys.
have the members of X-Vamin as
on the podcast
guests on this show.
Yeah, I'll talk to them.
Please.
Yeah, they are funny people. They are hilarious. Then they'll fit right in on this show. It's true. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
They'll fit in. They'll fit in perfectly. But we played with them, and whenever we have a show with them, the vibes are always super hype. Like even like
that's awesome.
Even though it wasn't like a huge show, it was so this promotion company we've done some things with. The owner started it in his backyard. And then like started venturing out into like bars and stuff. But like this was like another backyard show. So it was like back to like where he all started.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like on a like rickety stage.
Can we talk about Van Halen started playing in backyards. So like I feel like if it's good enough for the god of Eddie, then anyone can do that. Like
I mean, you got to start somewhere, and that's where people
agree.
Get noticed. Yeah. I had like at that show. Okay, I'm gonna talk about 2 moments from that show that made my night.
Okay.
One of them was we were playing there. This random dude I've never seen before in my life. His name is Victor. Was there in the crowd, like right up front, singing along to every single one of our songs. Which was a crazy experience.
And you've never met this guy before?
I've never met this guy before. And I was talking to him, and he was saying he discovered our music on Spotify. Like, he didn't even start following Jinx until that day at the show on our socials. So he found it through Spotify.
Wait, so you're saying that you actually had a fan who found you on the internet who went to one of your live shows because they found you on the internet?
Because they love the music, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a crazy experience. I was like, right after the show, I went up to him, shook his hand. I was like, "Who are you, and how do you know all the lyrics to our songs?" That was like,
fuck are you?
Crazy. I was like, I was tripping out. That was in.
You're not my friend or my mom. How do you know every lyric?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that moment when you truly become an artist, when you start to get Jonah. I know exactly. You're in my Discord. You've seen it before. Like, it's trippy when you start to get people that you don't know, who you've never met, who don't live anywhere. Well, at least, but they live near you. But my point is like that you've never met in your life, that have lived a totally separate life from you, listen to the same music you do, and like they see you as an equal to like one of your favorite bands.
Yeah.
And, it's a trip, like when you get an actual fan, and you are making me so jealous right now. The fact that you were able to go a step further and then make that connection point in real life. I'm dreaming of that. So
you're gonna get there with all the live shows that you're gonna be doing.
That is true. That is true. That is true. I do have some live shows, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I do definitely want to get more into. So, did he find you like just from like random social media or an ad or like what?
I'm assuming it was an ad because I've done Spotify ad campaigns, so I'm assuming it was from that.
Wait, did you like track in your area? Did you like target your area or?
No, I didn't try. He's actually lives like a couple hours away from me because the gig was like a couple hours out. So like
he drove hours to see you?
No, he was like half an hour away, but like he's like pretty far from Mariposa. Oh. Yeah,
that's so like, cool though.
Yeah,
so he just saw you were playing like, oh my god, that's a half hour for me. I gotta go see this guy.
Yeah. And his friend's band were playing that same night in this place called Modesto, which is near him, and he missed his friend's band to see us.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Jonah, that's fucking huge.
It's crazy. I was like,
you have like a genuine. I think you have a genuine connection, dude. You have to like. Did you like build upon like? Are they like in your community and like?
Yeah, he's gonna be joining our Discord. Well, we were messaging. I just have to send him the Discord link, and he'll
that is
he'll probably be watching. So
you're
Victor,
lucky,
if you're
man,
watching,
that you got. Dude, I have fans like that, but they live in Pennsylvania and Florida and Rhode Island. Like, I got nobody in New York. There's like a single fucking person in New York that listens to my music. It's really funny, actually. I gotta get out of here. It's expensive, and I have no fans.
Get out of New York. Yeah, that's cool though. Like you have fans like everywhere, all over.
I do, and I have like in England, Australia, Canada. I mean, you really want to get into it, like. But I will say, and our music production mentor Mike Mangini said this, and I totally. We shout him out so much. We have to have him on the show, by the way, as a guest.
We need to. Yeah. He has so much music knowledge that he is.
That episode is going to be gold. Yeah, but what he said was, I'll never forget him ever saying this. He said, "You making 100 fans on the internet and you making a connection point with one person in real life has the same value." Mm-hmm. Because that in person, there's something about when someone sees you live, when you have face to face, you can't recreate that or fake that, no matter how great your online presence is. And I am really jealous of you. You do that. I'm not lying. That's huge, Jonah. I'm really happy, man. Like, I can just say from my perspective. Like, obviously, everybody who watches us knows us. They know we're basically, since the day we've met, we've been like best. It was instant best friend, like brother. But I think we've been genuine super fans of each other too.
Yeah, we are genuine super fans of each other. We listen to each other's music pretty much every day, and I feel like half of most of Nick's songs I could sing, I think in its entirety.
Yeah, I could probably sing all of yours, so I got you beat, Jonah. I do. I do. Ask my family. I put my earbuds on, or sometimes I put it on the TV, and I'm like, I don't care what you people are doing. You're gonna go listen. You're listening to Dear Diary right now. Stop what you're doing. Turn around. I swear I do that. My whole family, like, we all love, like. But my favorite thing in the world to do, I want to tell you this from the bottom of my heart. Mm-hmm. And this is an emotional episode, okay? Give me a second. The feeling that I got when I was 10 or 11 and I listened to Eddie Van Halen with my headphones on for the first time, and I want to learn how to do that. When I have my earbuds on and I hear your guitar solos, I get that same exact feeling. And I'm not bullshitting you.
Dude, I appreciate that.
Guitar player.
I appreciate that so much, man. And I genuinely feel the same thing when I hear you play piano. Like that one descending line at the beginning of Reputation. I love that part. The do 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 do. I love that part. Yeah. Yeah, we're just fanning out on each other's songs. We're gonna get the really
the whole
technical
episode
part.
is just gonna be us super fanning over each other, asking for each other's contact information, asking each other to join each other's private community. No, we already did that. We are already active members of each other's private community. We're not like just hyping each other up too. Like this is genuine fandom from each other. So yeah, that's really cool, man. And then I know the second gig you did was in San Francisco.
Yeah, we had a second gig in San Francisco. We played there for the first time. It was really good, but before we get into that, I want to mention one thing that the second thing from the Saturday show. Oh shoot, we're 10 minutes in and I'm still talking about myself. I'll make this quick.
No, you got time.
So there were the promoter had a drum off between all the bands, all the drummers of the bands. So they set up like the last band Veloso, they were already set up on stage. So his kit was on stage, and then we had Xavier was on stage right, so like on the left of the audience, and then on the right of the audience was Nate, the drummer of Ex Vamin, with his massive ass kit. And then so pretty much they were just. So they had 4 drummers. The promoter brought in another one, and then it was Xavier versus some random drunk dude. And then it was really funny. Is there
video footage of this?
Yeah, I will show video footage. It was the funniest shit because this
video gets 1,000 likes, we're calling back to season 1, Jonah.
Yeah, if this video gets 1 like, I'll share it. I want people to see this video.
Wait, Jonah. This is season 2. We gotta up the ante. If this video gets
2,000 likes.
Exactly. We have yet to have a video to get 100 likes. So let's slow our roll here. If this video gets 2 likes, we'll do it.
Yeah. So yeah, the very first round was so hilarious because this dude was just playing and he's like drunk out of his mind. He's like can't hold a rhythm, which is hilarious. And then Xavier
reminds
comes
me of a certain someone I used to know. You know who I'm talking about. That person I told you about. Joe knows what I'm talking about. This video gets 3 likes. No, I'm just fucking with you. That's a quote of mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah, Xavier started drumming, and then when it came to the voting, because it was like audience cheer, that's how they did it. He did the drunk drummer first. He was like, "Make some noise if you want him to win." It was so quiet. Not even the crickets were making noise. Not
even the crickets would even reward that.
Yeah,
the crickets were like, "Nah, bro."
So funny.
They were like, "Nah, bro." They were out.
It was freaking crazy. Yeah, and then
I'm guessing Xavier won.
Yeah, Xavier won. Yeah, Xavier won the overall thing, which I was so surprised about because Nate is an incredible drummer.
I'm not surprised by that. Your brother's a beast of a drummer. He was. Did you see? I was arguing with people in your comments.
Yeah, I saw someone on the team. Yeah. That was so funny.
Xavier posted this really awesome video of him playing a Nirvana song. Yeah, and I started, and someone left some dumb shit in there. I don't even remember what they wrote.
Yeah. See the thing. Wait, you go. I'll
but I genuinely was like, as if I were defending my own music. Like I was cursing at this person back and forth. Like, you don't know, Jinx. You're just a fucking moron. You have no music. Like literally, like Jonah. Like I was waiting. I did it halfly because I want to defend your brother and your music because you guys are great. Obvious. That's dumb. But the other half was I was waiting for you to read that. In the back of my mind, I was like, Jonah's gonna wake up and he's gonna read this thread.
That was so funny when I saw that. Yeah, but the really funny thing about that comment is the comment was because it was like a guess the song and Xavier played "Smells Like Teen Spirit," and then then the person's commented more like guess the tempo, right? I think that was it, right?
Yeah, that's some dumb bullshit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but the funny thing is like Xavier found that hilarious because his tempo was all over the place in that video. And
it was. Yeah. It was, but you're just an asshole for writing that. I'm sorry.
You gotta love the TikTok trolls. Yeah.
Like you can obviously hear that he's a good drummer. Like his technique, like like that's all great. Like his timing was a little, it was a little off in the video, but like I've heard way worse.
Yeah,
I've heard way worse.
There's been a lot.
I've heard way
lower.
worse. Yeah, but your brothers, like I said to him in the I said, don't be fucking ignorant. Go listen to their music, and you'll hear in like 5 seconds what a great drummer Xavier, Doc, and I of Jinx is. So fuck off. And I will defend anyone who goes after you. That. You guys are my brothers. Yeah, like honorary brothers at this point. So
yeah, the third Doc and I brother.
Yeah, I am. I'm the Doc and I brother you guys never had. The third one you never had. I'm the rhythm guitar player you guys never had. So, anyways, that is so cool. You had the drum off. That is dope. I had
the drum off. Xavier won.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Francisco. That was
I'm waiting on my toes.
Such a fun gig. We played at this place called Brick and Mortar. It's a little small music hall / bar. Yeah, it was great. The lineup was one of the most diverse lineups I have ever played. The first one was like a jazz jam band kind of, but like it was really interesting. They played like weird, like it was like a very like chill vibe. I'll describe it like that. Kind of like you're just sitting in a rainforest, just like enjoying the sound of the rainforest around you.
Wait, Jonah.
Yeah?
Jonah. You know what I was expecting you to do there, right? Here's how I describe it. So imagine you're using a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, No, this was
That's
like
a callback to our last episode for the interview of the bit. If you want to see, the name of the episode is "This Band Said What at Aftershock." Go check it out. It's really funny. Jonah was interviewing a pretty cool band at Aftershock, and the lead singer was tripping on acid and said some really interesting things.
They're really
funny.
Want to
go check that out if you haven't seen it yet.
Especially if you love vacuum cleaners. If you love vacuum cleaners or Roombas.
If you love a Roomba, a shark, and an iRobot, whatever it is that you own, you're gonna love this. I don't care if you own the $1.99 sale vacuum, you're gonna love that episode. Anyways, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Was it your first time playing in San Francisco?
Yeah, it was our first time playing in San Francisco, and yeah, we played right after we played second in the bill, so it was really funny because it was kind of like our music was like a slap in the face to everyone after I was
nice,
going
peaceful, to say that's a bit of a jarring transition
during our quick line check. During our line check, Xavier started doing blast beats, and it was hilarious.
I think you guys should have just started playing Saint Anger in its entirety.
Start playing
just front to back. Just drag out an
Smash
oil barrel. Everybody would be like, "What is happening right now?"
Saint Anger. Yeah. There's the first. That's the first Saint Anger of the season.
It is. It is. I've been waiting for it to happen. You know what else? We haven't talked about it yet on this season of the show, and I'm proud of us. We're not going to talk about it.
No, we're not going to talk about it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, we are going to talk about them, though, because there's a certain band that's related to them that we need to talk about in the next episode, and that's the cliffhanger. Next episode, we're going to, so you guys are people who watch the show, we're going to talk about the next batch of Rev Rock bands that we see, because we did an episode a while back. And there's some new ones that we see coming up that we really want to talk about, that we're excited about.
There are some good Rev
and one
Rock
of these
bands
is related to the band topic on this show, unfortunately, so we do need to talk about it. So we're going to bring them up for like a fraction of a second, even though they don't really have anything to do. It's like adjacent. Let that be the
you guys will see
Anyways,
next episode.
That is so cool. You will. But that is really funny. You guys should have just did that, though, like dragged out the beer keg, and everybody would have been so confused what was happening.
Yeah. I really want to do that.
No, you guys should have sound checked. You guys should have sound checked with the bossa nova, and then just completely like your version. You should have, instead of Rickroll, you like the Jinx version of a Rickroll, and just like fucking played thrash for them for like after they're expecting you to also be a jazz band. I want to do that so bad, by the way. One day I want to show up to a venue, play something entirely different at my sound check, and just fucking rip in front of everyone for like a half hour.
That would be hilarious.
I'm crying right now. That's
Yeah.
how much I think that's funny.
Dude, let's please do that. Like if we go on, like when we go on tour together, we have to have an opening band, which like is completely a different vibe. And then like just we like and we're
Dude,
the
I'm
opening band.
crying. I'm crying right now. It's so awful to do. That would be like, oh my god, that would be like if you opened for like, could you imagine the reversal though? What a letdown it would be like if you opened for like Justin Bieber.
That'd be so funny.
And people would be like, what the fuck is going on? This is so hype. And then Justin comes out. No bash on Justin. I think he's cool. I think some of his later work is actually pretty good. You can get mad at me. There's some good pop music. I like pop music. Everybody knows that. But all I'm saying is,
it's just like completely separate vibes.
People would just be so confused. It was so that I just think that would be funny. But anyway, shifting away from that, that is so really cool, and I genuinely was just crying right now. I'm actually shocked about how funny I thought that was. I'm very emotional today, I guess. Boom.
Yeah.
Let me get out of that for a second.
You said it at the beginning of the episode. It's an emotional episode. Well,
it is.
It's very emotional.
I warned them. I warned you guys that this was gonna happen. Maybe not at this rate, but whatever. So I'm really. It's really cool that you guys are doing this. Something else that is happening. I mean, it's probably already happened by the time this episode comes out.
Oh yeah.
I think it does actually. Yes.
Oh, wait, yeah,
it came out a week ago. But
okay, here I'll show this here. Oh yeah, but pretty much just to finish up on the San Francisco gig, we have a lot of family in the Bay Area. They came out to watch us. I got some of my friends from UC Santa Cruz to come up, and I haven't seen them since like high school graduation, which was like 2 years ago.
Nuts.
So it was like, yeah, it was a very emotional gig for me. Like I was like happy and like. It was the happiest I have been at a gig. My voice was on point thanks to our vocal coach Nick Nesbitt. We've been
whoa. Can we rewind that for a second? Thanks to my vocal coach.
I said
Can we rewind that for a second? Okay, I just want to state for the record that his vocal coach has been my vocal coach for like his 3 years.
For a long time. I've been working with him for like a couple
the longest time. And he's been working for him for a couple months, and he's already claimed him. I was talking to my voice coach. I was having a lesson with him the other day, and he was gushing about Jonah for 10 minutes. I was like, what did I do? What did I just do? I was like, fuck. I lost both of them. Nah, in all seriousness, I actually really am glad I made that connection, Boyd. I knew you guys would get along and fit together perfectly the second.
Yeah, I am so glad that you introduced us to each other, because, I can't wait till when I come to New York
have him on
and
the
hang
show.
out with. Yeah, we need to have him on the show. Yeah, let's get
do
him
it
as our next guest.
I talked to him about doing it. He said he would. So let's make it happen.
Yes.
I think that's going to be dope as fuck. And we need to get a lot of guests on this season. There's a couple guests I'm going to discuss with you after this show. I'm not going to give away too much to the audience, but there's some good stuff that I want to go over with you after the red light comes off.
Yes.
That's so cool. But you it's been great, that connection point you guys have had. And you were saying... What's going on?
Yeah, so last week we released our first EP called Lies. We have physical copies.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. And I asked him, I said, how do I get an EP? He says, I'll send you the link. I'm like, friends and family discount? The fuck? I'm joking. I'm just kidding. I'm willing to pay full price. I'm just fucking with you. But, in all seriousness, like, I just thought it was funny. Nah, I get free shit from him all the time. So it's like we're cool, but
yeah, no. Let me get
I'm gonna obviously buy. I'm gonna buy a copy because I want to feel like I earned that copy, and I'm gonna play that record. So I'm genuinely excited, and Jonah knows. The viewers might think that was an awkward moment, but Jonah knows not to take anything I say that too seriously.
We joke around all the time. It's our humor. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm so hyped to freaking have these hard copies.
It is. I mean,
Yeah, it
physical
has,
copies. That's so cool.
yeah. For you guys who are just hearing about the EP, it has all the classic Jinx songs you love and know. Pretty Little Lies, Dear Diary, Psycho. It has a re-recording of Red Parade, a new song called Cheers to the Neverland of Our
Oh my
Existence,
God!
and then
Jonah.
Rebel Yell.
Jonah. Jonah.
What?
Jonah, you sound like one of those PBS special broadcaster. And you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This limited edition box set includes all the Jinx songs you know and love, with a
There are only
re-recording of Red
50
Parade,
copies made.
a cover of Billy, and there are only. So become a monthly donor today and get your copy of.
Oh,
It's so funny.
so funny.
I grew up watching my grandparents watch PBS all the time, so I grew up with those on all the time. So, but you just started doing that. I was like, that is literally like, I'd buy one.
Dude,
I'd be watching shit. I don't know what it is for you, but it's channel 13 over here on the East Coast, and I would.
I haven't
totally
watched
be
PBS
watching Channel
since I was
13.
like 5 years old, but like that unlocked so many
Oh, the kid
old
shows.
memories. Yeah, that
Yes.
unlocked
Wait.
so. Yeah.
Do you remember that one fucking Shirley Temple DVD that they tried to sell for like 5 years?
No.
No, you don't know about that?
I don't think I know about that.
My God, it was like, okay, I don't know if you've ever seen, there's like a video somewhere on the internet. It is like a compilation of like relive your childhood in 10 minutes. And it's like all these commercials that used to play all the time, like when we were growing up.
Oh, really?
Like our generation.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you remember like Snackies or like the Pillow Pets.
Oh, I haven't heard of these in so long. Oh my God. It's a pillow.
It's nostalgia.
It's a pillow pet.
You remember the theme song? That's what I'm talking about. Do you remember
Genius
that?
marketing.
There's so many things. There's the Cocoa
Cocoa Pebbles?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs
Oh,
commercial
yeah, Cocoa.
with the courtroom turns the whole thing to chocolate. These are things. You know what it is? They don't do. We live in a generation where everybody, if something doesn't work, they give up on it and they move on to the next thing. When we were growing up, people shoved things down your throat until you liked it. And that sounds really fucked up out of context, what I just said.
Yeah.
But just give me a second to explain.
Yeah.
I would say, I don't know if you agree with this, but commercials like what I just said, would you say, and I think this is true, they probably played on repeat for 6-7 years.
Yeah, no, I agree. I've seen the like same ads. Like I remember like when I used to watch TV a lot as a kid, see the same ads over and over again. I'd ask my parents, "Oh, can I get that? Can I get that?" Always say
And
no.
after like 4 years, they gave in.
Yeah.
Because that was genius marketing. It was like, oh my God, my kid really wants this. When in reality, it was just the TV telling us we needed it for years on end.
Yeah.
If you're watching TV, I'm sorry, and I don't mean to say this anyway, if it was 1960 and you're watching TV and the guy on TV is telling you you really need to have polio, the kid's going to want polio.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's good for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying this is a good thing, but the marketing strategy was way more effective. And the kids' I know I have little cousins. Kids' attention spans nowadays are like that. It's crazy. We used to watch the same thing on loop for almost a decade, and these kids are done with something in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Now they have skippable ads. We didn't have those. We had to just watch everything.
No, we did not.
Yeah.
We were forced to watch ads.
Yeah, we were forced
liked
to
it.
watch them.
And we
Yeah,
looked
that's why
forward
ads
to
were
watching
good.
it
That's
again.
why ads are terrible now. There aren't that many good ads.
Do
Even
you
like
remember the
Super
Wizards
Bowl
one?
ads. Oh, Wizards
Every time
101.
that Wizards
I love the Wizard
101
101 ads.
I loved that game. That game was so good, but I used to look forward to that ad. Here's how messed up our childhood was. We came from such a weird generation, and I feel like it's the same thing, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but I feel like the world is like, I think we had a discussion about this on the show, or we might have talked about it in real life actually, but it's cool how history keeps repeating itself and the generations just keep turning in a circle.
Yeah.
But
I think that
I
was
feel
a
like-
conversation you and I had.
But I feel like Gen Z is like Gen X, and the next generation is like the millennials.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we grew up like we were like our independence was like encouraged. The stuff we were the generation, we looked forward to the commercials. When we were watching TV, we were waiting for the commercial to come on.
Yeah.
We would sit through hours of we listened to all the music that our parents like, and then this generation coming up is like the millennials. You know what I mean? You get what I'm getting at here.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
we're like the strong, like robust generation, I feel like.
And then
It's really funny.
yeah, then the next generation is
It's like my dad says the funniest thing all the time. I think it's actually hilarious. So my dad always says, because you know how they're X and we're Z and they're millennial.
yeah.
He calls them Generation Y.
I love that.
It's so true. It's so true.
Yeah, that's
I feel like that's just a
hilarious.
common thread in history too. Is the generation, every other generation loves each other, and then the generations in between, like next to each other, hate each other.
Yeah, no, that's definitely
Because our parents were that generation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes sense, but it's really funny just how that whole cycle just continues.
Yeah, history repeats
my
itself,
point of
guys.
saying that, we were talking about your EP. Wow. I don't know how we got off to this topic. Whoa, we're officially back. We're really back now, Jonah.
We're really back. Yeah.
We really are.
I
But
actually
what
have
was
no
saying,
idea how
so
we
you
got to
never-
this point.
I was saying about those Shirley Temple DVDs.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that was an East Coast thing, but it was a PBS ad that used to air on like Nickelodeon and Disney Channel for some reason. I don't know why the fuck they thought kids would care about a woman who was in her late 80s from when she was a child actor when The Wizard of Oz came out. I don't know why people thought that a 10-year-old would care about that, but we did. I wanted that DVD, and it was a DVD. It was a box set of Shirley Temple's greatest hits and movies, and it was just it was the same commercial, and they would try to sell it. But the Gerber Life Plan. Did you watch that commercial?
What? It sounds familiar. It's probably
the East
ingrained in
Coast
my
hit.
head.
Jonah, I'm not going after the West Coast, but the East Coast shit hit differently. I'm just saying, like, we had the Shirley Temple, like, we were given the commercials we had to watch as children were targeted to 60-year-olds. I don't
But the
understand
kids
it.
still loved them.
But the kids loved them. We had that, and then this Gerber Life Plan, and it was about how you could donate $1 a day, and like build your child's college fund plan. And it was like on Disney Junior.
Yeah. I've heard that one before. Yeah.
It was like a penny a day or something. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It was like build your child's college. It's
That-
like, why
that
is this
brings
on the
me
child's?
really back.
Why is this next to Octonauts? Like, that's not what I'm watching. This is not the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. But I would watch the Gerber Life Plan, and I would say to my parents, this is how messed up our child, like, not our childhood. I had a great childhood. My parents were great, but this is how messed up the marketing advertisers were with our childhood. That I would go to my parents and I would tell them, you need to buy a magic eraser. Clean that wall over there. Mom, there's this sports bra. It's called a Genie bra. It's supposed to give you extra support. I actually did that. I wish that's not true. It's true.
Oh,
Oh, it's so funny.
Dude, the ad agencies freaking had you as a child.
They were on top of their game. They had
were.
me.
Yeah.
Well, what I told my mom about Mr. Clean is I genuinely believe that he came to your house and cleaned because he would like pop up out of the thing. And I'd say he comes over and you got to hire Mr. Clean. That's what I said about it. I was very, but these marketing agencies knew what they were doing because the next time my parents were thinking about, what they would go buy a magic eraser because I was talking about it. It was smart. It was genius. Let's advertise. Let's market adult products to children, so that as their brains are developing, that it's developing into their brains to talk about it, and then that way they'll sell to their parents. Yeah. It's so brilliant. Genius.
They make ads to turn the children into ads.
I mean, it's essentially brainwashing and kind of what they did to like Nazi Germany children, but still, I mean,
not good in that context. But
no, but anyways, so yeah, EP came out. That's really awesome.
Yeah, EP came out. Yeah, that was pretty much. That's been pretty much my week. A lot of crazy stuff. How have you been, Nick? What have you been up to?
I feel like season 2 was a shift for us. I feel like season 2, where you're like season 1, I took up all our episodes, and now it's your turn.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
I feel like the tables have turned. You're done. You're getting your revenge. See, Jonah has been passively aggressive, sitting there like, just fucking wait till we get to season 2. I'm gonna talk all over you, and I deserve it. I'm not lying. I'm not gonna. I was a glory hound on season 1. So if you want to hear me speak, go to season 1. You want to hear Jonah speak, go to season 2. It's that simple.
Nick, during season 1, you carried. You had so many good points though. Like I just wanted you to talk and like get out your points. Like you had good stuff. And
now you feel like I've gotten past all that. You've got to
I don't know about that.
Watch season 3 where I change out the Doc and I brother who does this show with me. I'm just joking. It's funny though. That is funny though.
That'd be a funny concept.
Imagine though if I just replace you with X.
That'd be hilarious. I would want to see it.
Our viewers would be
like
so
that.
mad.
Yeah.
Our viewers would be, one of those weeks.
5 likes on this video, we will swap out me with Xavier.
I feel like we should just do it like one of those weeks that, like, I don't know, if you're visiting friends or whatever, you go to Arizona, like have X pop on and it'll be funny. I feel like it would be kind of random. I feel like it wouldn't have the same chemistry, but I feel like it would just be funny to see what happens.
Yeah. It'd be an interesting break in between the chaos between us two.
Yeah, I feel like us two together are too destructive. We need like a calming presence to come in. Eventually, once our show gets big enough, we'll get like guest hosts to host with each other. That'll be kind of cool. But yeah, speaking of EPs. A couple weeks ago, my EP dropped, The Mythology, which is a nod to the band I used to, almost existed. But now I feel like it's smart. People look up The Mythology and those songs, they find them. People look up Nick Valley, The Mythology, it still pops up. And the songs are awesome. I'm really proud of the work I've done. Everybody who's heard the EP so far really likes it. And I've really been growing my fan base out lately, and I want to follow in Jonah's footsteps. I only have 4 songs on my EP, so I'm waiting on the vinyl. I think I'm going to wait till the album drops for me to do the physical copies. But I do have some great live shows coming up in December. So if you're out here in the New York area, if you're in Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, New York. But if you're not in. That's a big thing, by the way, with Long Islanders. It's on, not in. If you're on Long Island, but you're in the city, if you're on Long Island, come check us out. I'm playing in Babylon. I'm doing 2. So I'm playing December 9th, and that is a solo acoustic show. It's a joint show with this local band out here called Burning Bridges. They're pretty cool. They're like a variety cover band. But I'm doing a split show with them, and I'm going to be performing some of my original material, some covers. It's going to be acoustic, piano, singing, like it's going to be like just me. And then I'm going to be with my band the cover band Out of Exile. We're going to be playing on December 22nd. Same exact venue. I got the venue to book me 2 weeks in a row, which is kind of cool. Well, there's 2 weeks apart from the gigs, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So I love that venue. I've played there a couple times. This is going to be my first time really doing a solo. I'm thinking about maybe live streaming it. So I'm going to try that, see how it goes. I have no guarantees.
I could watch.
Yes, I'm going to try. It's a minimal setup too, so it should be good to do that. But yeah, I'm just really excited about everything that's happening so far. I got my music out. I'm back on social media. I'm hitting the grind. I feel great as a solo alternative artist. The EP is out there. Everybody's digging it. I'm playing more live shows. I'm building more fans. I'm starting to make some merch, so I'm going to be selling that soon. Making some offers. I'm going to be starting selling my Patreon, or it's not Patreon, it's within Discord, but like my subscription service, my merch bundles, some higher ticket stuff. I really want to play live. I want to come out and see you guys in person, play to you. Jonah's talking about doing backyard gigs. How better to do personal one-on-one gigs in your house, in your backyard, wherever. I'm going to come to you and do those. And I really... I'm looking forward to that. I'm booking currently. You can check all this out in the link in bio. You can join my community, all that stuff, and it's all there. I'm booking one-on-one meetings to meet personally with my fans and get to know them a little bit better. I'm doing bi-weekly, so twice a month. I'm going live and I'm performing for my Discord community. I'm doing more in my Patreon, more lives, more behind-the-scenes content, more being a part of that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's been really great. Honestly, I'm feeling in a really good place. I kind of had to reset everything and reshift my mindset on everything, but I'm feeling really good. And, Jonah and I have some really awesome projects in the work as well.
We're going to get started
cool
on
music we're working on together.
Really cool
We're doing some cover content together. So stay tuned for that. It'll all be on the Rev Rock Revolution page. I'm really looking forward to that. Leading into, I think this is a good place to end the episode. I think Rev Rock is really more prominent now than ever, and I think as closer we get to 2024 and the further, I just see it keeps growing, I feel like. And I'm really excited to talk about where we are in Rev Rock right now. And Rev Rock right now, that's the name of our playlist on Spotify. You should go listen to that. But
down there, the link.
We've added some artists to that playlist, and we really want to discuss some people you might actually not know about that we're genuinely excited to bring into the Rev Rock family and bring into the movement, and hopefully play at Rev Fest one day, and all the good stuff. But yeah, so that's going to be like the kind of topic of next week, and we're also going to talk about in relation to newer bands. We said we'd do this last week, but this whole episode was like us going off about the Gerber Life Plan and PBS.
We had to talk about for ourselves. So
I'd apologize, but you guys love when we do that shit. So we have to give that to you, obviously. But next week we're gonna really get into it, and we're really excited about this. Kind of just what we see in the bands coming up and the greatest qualities of bands and all that great shit. So until then, though, my name is Nick Valley.
I'm Jonah Dawkins.
And this is
Rev Rock Revolution!
All right, guys.
Woo!
You just kept going.
I was
like a solid 7 seconds. Revolution!
We should just cut it off in the middle of that.